They come from places of poverty, strife, and conflict. From nations and regions lacking adequate medical care. 1 out of every 100 of them comes into the world with congenital heart disease. Their lives hanging by a thread. These are our children. Our mission is to save them. Our work began in 1995, driven by the desire to give all children a new chance at life, regardless of race, religion, or nationality.
We knew we could help, that we should help. It seems it made sense to share our medical expertise with the world.
The idea was simple enough. Bring sick children to Israel for life-saving treatment. It took root quickly, as more and more doctors and nurses volunteered their skills and generous benefactors lent their support. More than 20 years after the first patients arrived, Save a Child's Heart's dedicated facility in Holon is growing, with a new building now rising to expand our capabilities. Today, this unique humanitarian effort is literally a fact of life. Welcoming children and their families from the Palestinian Authority, Iraq, Syria, and even Afghanistan, from Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, becoming an international cardiac treatment center for Israeli children and youngsters from near and far. The first step toward life. Expert cardiologists examine the children, diagnose their conditions, and recommend appropriate treatment.
We see all sorts of pathologies, some relatively easy to treat and others quite complex, but none of them can be treated in their home countries. We need to understand each child to provide the very best treatment, both physically and emotionally.
After diagnosis, the surgical and catheterization teams take over, using advanced techniques to repair young hearts. The hours and days afterwards are times of tension, as anxious families wait for news that will determine their children's future.
Since these children hover between life and death, we have to be alert to every development, to every heartbeat.
And when the news is good, moments of joy. But this is only part of our story. Alongside advanced cardiac care, Save a Child's Heart trains medical personnel from developing countries and regions, teaching them life-saving skills to take home to their people.
Save a Child's Heart is giving me and my colleagues here in Israel a highly needed training in pediatric heart surgery. Ethiopia being a country of around 100 million people, there is a desperate need for children born with congenital heart disease to have a care of such sort.
Because we want to reach as many children as possible, we not only train medical teams from other countries, but also send our own people abroad to operate and teach locally.
In July 2017, Yayu Makonnen was one of 3 Save a Child's Heart surgical trainees to join a first-of-its-kind medical mission to Ethiopia, made possible through the generous financial support of its friends in Australia. During a single week, the team performed 32 life-saving surgeries and cardiac catheterizations. To mark the completion of his 5-year residency, Dr. Makonnen performed his first solo open-heart surgery in his home country, with the Save a Child's Heart team by his side for support.
What we expect for this kid after this procedure is a normal life. He can run a marathon, he can be a movie star, whatever he wants in life.
So far, medical teams from Save a Child's Heart have embarked on more than 40 medical training missions to developing countries, diagnosing and treating children while preparing a new generation of cardiac specialists to carry on its life-saving work. All these efforts are backed up by a large and growing group of volunteers taking part in Save a Child's Heart's Young Leadership Program. think about it, it's truly remarkable. Despite all the turmoil in our own region, the people of Save a Child's Heart see the bigger picture. Wherever there are sick children in danger of dying, they see the possibility of life. And the world has taken notice.
Save a Child's Heart brings children from all over the world.
He's a 6-year-old boy from Haiti who will undergo a life-saving heart operation in the Jewish state.
It's just 50 miles from this checkpoint to a children's hospital in Israel and a chance at life.
For Dr. Yayu Makonnen, 5 years with Save a Child's Heart in Israel have been life-changing. He's married Cynthia, and they've brought Jasmine into the world. Now they're setting off to Melbourne in Cynthia's native Australia, where Yayu will further his training in a postdoctoral fellowship. Afterwards, they're determined to take his specialized knowledge back to Ethiopia, joining forces with Save a Child's Heart to establish a center of medical competence to bring new hope to many more suffering children and their families.
It's been a dream of Yayu's and mine, ever since I learned about Save a Child's Heart.
I'm very grateful to be the first pediatric heart surgeon to go back to Ethiopia and then give back this training that I received here in Israel back to my country and back to the kids who really need it.
So far, Save a Child's Heart has treated more than 4,000 children from over 50 different countries. It makes no difference where they come from, how they look, or what faith they practice. We are here for all of them. We ask you to be here for us. You too can save a child's heart.